Oh, I missed you, Jay. It's been too long, man.
It has been. It's been like we didn't do it last week and stuff. So
Yeah, it's been nutty.
what
Yeah,
have we been going on? What was
I've only been talking about Kanye, man. I've only been talking about the Kanye West
for
interview.
30 minutes?
Well, we've been bouncing around. We've been watching clips and stuff, and also Spencer is basically. Oh yeah, we watched like the Norm Macdonald clip just because Kanye mentioned not to like drag everyone into rehashing this, but Kanye was talking about how close Kim is to the Clintons. So I know you didn't watch it because
when Kanye doesn't suicide himself, we'll know
exact dude. That's exactly what I was saying. Like we all know Kanye's cause of death now.
Yeah,
man. You hate to see it.
It's
like an episode of Death Note. You just
right when you say something about the Clintons and stuff, automatic heart attack.
Yeah,
or bullet to the head.
It's been a while. Fried Piper on Rumble says, I've been missing the Boomer cold opens. Those are the best. We haven't had a chance.
Yeah, I've been moving and stuff, so I just got into my new place and everything. As you can see, it looks exactly like the
Radiant.
old place. It's amazing. I love the neon. I had to put the neon back.
Great touch.
I think it goes well with my skin tone.
Which is what?
Purple. It's why I like to eat ass a lot.
You eat it till you're purple in the face, right?
No, they sit on my face until I'm purple.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. That's right. Okay, Jay, today was actually a crazy day in the world of news. And I'm glad you're joining us now because apparently Volodymyr Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, wants to drag all the NATO nations into World War III. And Spencer, do you have a clip of that? If you do, please play it for us.
Що повинна робити НАТО? Унеможливити застосування Росією ядерної зброї.
Okay, let me mute that real quick. But he's basically saying, if you rewind it just to the beginning, so I could read the
subtitles.
The subtitles. What should NATO do? Eliminate the possibility of Russia using nuclear weapons. Now, again, we are basing this off of someone's translation, so I could be completely off base. But let's go to the next one.
I speak Ukrainian. It's okay.
Of course you do.
Yes.
But what is important? So Zelensky continues, but what is important? I once again appealed to the international community as I did before February 24th. And Spencer will move on. We need preemptive strikes so that they'll know what will happen to them if they use nukes and not the other way around. Again, this is a plea to NATO. He continues, don't wait for Russia's nuclear strikes and then say, oh, since you did this, take that from us. Okay, so Zelensky,
it's hilarious. This is kind of like, you meet a guy at the bar, you guys become friends and all that kind of stuff, and it's just the day that you met him, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh, by the way, there are 8 guys coming here to beat the shit out of me. You're here to help me. And he starts throwing you into it and shit as well. He's like, yeah, Siraj right here is going to kick all your asses. And he's
Jay, are you speaking from personal experience here?
No, that has never happened to me once in my life.
What about a woman? What if it was a bunch of? What if you had to fight a bunch of kids, like a bunch of 30 kids?
Like
let's say 30 Spencers were coming to beat the shit out of you. Would you be scared?
No, I wouldn't be scared of the kids either. I would punt them as well, especially if it's like to save the world. Yeah, I would kick him in the face. Hell, I'll kick him in the face for a root beer float.
Just for the laughs, just for the teehees,
just for the giggles.
So Volodymyr Zelensky again continues by saying, reconsider the way you apply pressure. This is what NATO should do. Reconsider the order in which it applies pressure on Russia. So what he's basically calling for is World War III. I don't need to show you beyond that because basically we're reading from this translation. But if we are to believe, Jay, that translation is accurate, when are we getting drafted?
Too old to be drafted now.
What? Wait, what?
Isn't the cutoff age like 32 or something? Or is it like 36? What's the cutoff age of being drafted? Or it doesn't matter.
Spencer, look it up. While Fitzy MFN sent, who leaves a Rumble rant, says, I made a shirt design. Oh, look at that. It's so beautiful. O-list garden. Habibi kitchen. When you list your family. You should add the
This is too good though. This is
you
hilarious.
you should add the quote at the bottom when you list your family. That's too good.
When you're listed, your family.
Exactly. And when you're on our locals, your family as well. It's beautiful. I love it. Rory Mesker says, if it's 36, neither of you are too old. Shit. I am technically
You're almost there.
I'm almost there. I'm less than a year away.
There.
I am finally qualified to run for president if I really hate myself that much. Spencer says it's 35 years old. So
I wasn't that off.
Wow,
I thought it was 32.
So Jay is going to be the ass eating instructor. Basically,
I'll be going on to war. That would be hilarious. That would be fucking hilarious. And we'll make sure that we live stream it every fucking day.
He's going to teach he's literally going to teach all the medics that the healing powers of ass eating. This is from Ken Thomas on Twitter. Says 2 Russians fleeing military service take boat to reach remote Alaska island and seek asylum in the U.S. Man, that'd be really hilarious. They seek asylum in the U.S. and then immediately get drafted to fight against the Russians.
They'll probably pick it up and go. I mean, the way that was happening in Russia too is absolutely insane. How they were drafting every single male Russian into the war. It was crazy. Have you seen the videos?
I've seen
the families out there and watching their loved ones go into this war that they don't even want to fucking be a part of.
And look, I don't blame them. I don't blame anyone for not wanting to go to war. It's at this point we've lived as a society, because Jay and you and I have obviously not lived long enough to witness a draft. But at least the generations previous to us, the boomers, for example, they lived through Vietnam. They lived through a draft. They fought in a war. They fought in a war in which many people didn't believe in. The only thing analogous to Vietnam in terms of fighting a war that the soldiers didn't believe in was the Iraqi War in 2003.
Right.
That's the closest we ever got to that. Even though there wasn't a draft, it was still all volunteer. And think of just the amount, the human toll, the economic toll, and sort of just like the toll that the country as a whole had in terms of morale. Like we just, I don't know if we as a country became weak because of those 2 wars, but we certainly didn't get stronger.
Right. Not internationally, not domestically, not, the trust that our allies had in us, or even domestic here with their own citizens. I mean, it was a clusterfuck from beginning to end for both wars.
Oh yeah, 100%, essentially.
100%. But what's really interesting is that he's calling for nuclear war, and we're sending him billions of dollars.
I wonder if that actually shuts off the spigot of all the aid that we're sending.
Probably not. If anything, after a couple of weeks, while all of this shit is happening in Iran, the Biden administration is going to go and continue talks for the Iran deal. Watch that happen. Yeah, you think they give a fuck? These people have no sense of regrets or accountability or any of that kind of stuff when it comes to these things. They're not going to care. In a couple of months, we're going to send them another fucking $2 billion worth of aid or some shit to Ukraine.
I saw a great tweet the other day, post Hurricane Ian, that Florida was changing its name to Ukraine to receive all that federal aid. Yeah,
that was really good. I mean, because the thing is when this statement came out from this dumb fuck, everyone in NATO and in here, this administration, everybody should have released a statement saying that their desire is not World War III or the end of human civilization as we know it. But none of them did, because it's a fucking cash grab. It's all corrupt. It's going to nowhere but people's pockets.
Yeah, mostly the military-industrial complex and everyone who enables it.
It's
Roy
by
Metzger says
design.
it's by design. You already got it. It's about control. One day, this is Roy Metzger says, one day I hope that LBJ, Lyndon Baines Johnson, is as reviled as George W. Bush was before Donald Trump. Look, it is insane how history of certain presidents is just completely whitewashed. And by whitewashed, I mean sanitized to make any of these presidents look good. Look, Jay, I don't know how history will judge Donald Trump. I would imagine that it probably won't be favorably because the powers that be they write the history books, right?
They're gonna judge him as the lesser evil as the next guy. That's how they're gonna judge him.
You think so?
Yeah, DeSantis when he goes for a run, when he runs for president, he is going to be considered worse than Trump, and they're going to start saying how Trump wasn't as bad as DeSantis.
Yeah, no, they're already trying. They look, they're at this point, and they're trying to already make fun of his outfits. I don't know if I have this pulled up, but basically, him in those white boots, those white mud boots, and like the vest.
They're desperate.
I mean, he's looking. Desperate. I mean. Look, I'm not gonna say he doesn't look a little bit. What? Oh, beautiful. Oh, let's. Thank you, Fitzy says. Oh, let's garden when you list your family. It's perfect. It's just beautiful.
It's great.
It's so good. But back to DeSantis. Actually, DeSantis was actually in my neck of the woods today.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah, it was just like
we need to get him on HPH.
That would be wild for one. If he ever said yes, I don't know what
I'll just be like, as a fellow Florida man, do you consider eating ass the slogan of Florida? Yes or no, sir?
I love how Jay, you're just so overt. It just like you're basically me. Like
America 15, needs to know.
Jay, you're me from 15 years ago because 15 years ago I had no filter. Zero filter. Of course, I wasn't talking about eating ass because I'm an incel, but still, I said things that most people didn't, and of course, but at that time I was very much a lib.